Hello, everybody, and welcome to the 6 weeks of UCG. Today we have two teams playing, Winter Solstice and No Sleep. I am going to be your play-by-play caster for today. Bite me, along with the color of my life, the Crayola, to my kids' meal, Tedious.
Good evening. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, and I have to say, I am ready to see these two teams play. Now, who do you think? So let's get some predictions off the bat. Who do you think is going to be winning? Is it going to be the higher seeded Winter Solstice, or just the 1 to 3-2 No Sleep?
Well, I haven't really had a chance to see either team perform really. Statistically, it's definitely in the favor of Winter Solstice, but that doesn't mean you can't count Team No Sleep out just yet. So we're just
Mm-hmm.
really going to have to see how they play out and see where
Attackers
things go from here.
incoming in
Mm.
30 seconds.
Now, I know that the viewers might not know it, but I see is that frozen lizard on Bastion? That's gonna be good. I can see this is going the direction I wanted to. This is gonna be great. I think they're gonna try playing something of a bunker. It's not full bunker, but it's close enough, and this is gonna be pretty funny.
Yeah, they definitely do have a bunker set up, and you can see they are bringing Baptiste as well with the Mercy combo. Normally, you would probably see an Anna instead, a lot more heals there, but I don't know, they've got his juices.
Maybe they just want the damage coming up. So here we have the first engage coming in. Seems like they're gonna start off with the Brigida with a nice pull onto D.Va. I would say that what they want to do is they want to go up the stairs, but they're going to opt to go straight for the point, sort of ignoring the Bastion entirely, which I think was the right call. So what they're trying to do is they're trying to sort of skirmish around the Bastion. They don't want a direct confrontation, because while they do have shields and while they do have damage, they won't be able to out-damage that Bastion since it is on high ground. We do see D.Va contest up on the high ground, trying to get that Bastion off, but there's not really any knockback, no boops come into contact, so we have a little bit of fiddling right here on the first point. And what it's great Ash Bomb coming in on the side. Aspect knows exactly what to do when it happens. They're grouped up, a little bit basic, and seems like they're going to back off for this first fight. Coming up on the high ground now, so there we go. So what they're planning on doing is they're trying to push out this Bastion, and out comes. Seems like they're trying to do whatever they can. We do see the Baptiste come out top, but it falls down immediately. Silver Star having a little bit of trouble right here. Pooks and Bush getting a lot of kills right now. Bastion gonna be falling down, taking out Pookies though. Seems like he's not gonna go down without a fight, as we do see Lucio and most of the supports trying to take it down, but Mercy's like, you're not going down. Popping off double ult, but I don't think that's gonna be worth it, as it does seem like Team No Sleep will be taking the first point.
Definitely a good push from Team No Sleep, opting to go around. You saw that, you mentioned it before, they definitely did try to go around underneath. Still a bit of engagement now, but they definitely did try to go underneath, avoid the Bastion, as you say, but that just wasn't working for them. You saw them have to rotate back up and try to take the high ground from Winter Solstice, and it definitely played out that way. They were able to get a few opening picks, Puxi on the Zenyatta fell, and from there it was just all game.
Yep, definitely. It's like we're gonna have a thing. So we do see the Baptiste all come out here trying to get those critical hits, but No Sleep is playing around this perfectly. They're not confronting when they shouldn't be. I think they are. No, so Frozen Lizard has gotten a pick off onto the Free Sun, trying to get another one off on Poopsie right now. But I just don't think it's gonna go. It seems like they're gonna back off for this first fight.
Backing up just a little bit, yeah. Doesn't look like they're in too much of a hurry to engagement. They do have time on their side. Still got 4 minutes, 4.5 minutes left to try to do something here.
Yeah. And they're coming off.
Just will play out.
Yeah, and they're coming under right now. So Team Winter Solstice does. Oh, there comes the bomb, but they're all in a grab. But the grab isn't in place. Oh, but Bob gets a double kill off of the bomb. He's in a little trouble. As Bob is doing quite a bit right now, not being able to do a pick, but he's doing a lot of damage. Theory picks, able to res up Silver Star, so they have a little bit more healing, but it's not going to matter. It's still, as No Sleep is just tearing up the competition. Winter Solstice can do whatever they can, but they're not going to do anything. We do see Frozen Lizard try to do whatever he can, but Capri Sun, his laser is just too big, too large, as the supports fall again. They can do whatever they can to possibly stall, but it's on the second tick, going to third, and there's no way that Winter Solstice is going to be able to stop this.
Bomb comes out, but it's not going to be able to matter. 2 shields on it, plus the Zarya. So doing everything they can, but it just doesn't look like you're going to be able to do anything here, man. And there you have it.
And that is the first round to No Sleep. Went completely different. I definitely love trying to see the bunker, but I just don't think it worked out for them.
It was definitely a questionable play. There's definitely things that they probably should have switched up a little bit. If anything, they should have gone full bunker comp instead of just, doing a partial bunker. But, you live and learn. Now they'll have a chance to they'll have a chance to attack now and see if they're able to push through the way that Team No Sleep was able to push through them.
Definitely, definitely. And I do want to say that seeing Frozen the Lizard on fire, I now understand why they were running the Mercy. So when Frozen Lizard switch off the Bastion and go on to Pharah, but I just don't think Pharah really works on this map. There's not much verticality that Pharah has.
I agree, and you even saw Doomfist come out there to try to do a little contestant, and even then, you know, they've got a Zarya, they've got a Brigitte. There's just not a lot that Doomfist is going to be able to do against this comp that they were running. But
I like this. I like this a lot. We see Aspect coming up on the Sombra. That's going to be interesting. You know, I always love it when teams play Sombra because it sort of stops Buck. And here we have. So it seems like they're going to be running. It seems like No Sleep is also going to be running their own version of this. Seems like I think that's a copy comp. So yeah, they're definitely playing the Bastion. So Bastion is really good. It's just hard to run it when they're skirting you so hard. But although Winter Solstice did win the first fight that time, so let's see how Winter Solstice runs up against their own comp.
3, 2.
I mean, if they run against their own comp, they should be able to do it. You definitely do see from Winter Solstice, they're running a dive composition, and with that, that Sombra as well, they're going to be able to get behind and hack that Bastion, and that's going to allow them to push a little bit more. But having that D.Va as well, she's going to be able to use her defense matrix to eat up the Bastion shot, get in nice and close.
Distract. Oh, what a nice hack! We can see the Winston coming in and distract there as the Baptiste is now trying to save his team by bunkering up a little bit harder, but it seems like Lucy's going to be able to take out Aspect. That's actually going to be really big. So now the Bastion is sort of free to roam without having to worry. Not to mention, it's now a 5v6. So here we, of course, setting up on high ground, waiting for that Winston. Winston's going to try to do whatever he can, getting that little poke damage off, but it's not going to be enough. They're waiting for an opening, but I just don't think this opening is going to come in enough for them. They're trying to wait for Aspect. Now, here comes Aspect one more time. Winston coming in with a distraction. Aspect finally getting on point. Do whatever he can. He's going to try hacking. He hacks the D.Va. There's actually a really big hack right there. D.Va can only transform. Great anti coming out from Ana. Getting out Dubs. Dubs is now D-Mac. Aspect doing a lot of damage. Taking out Poos. So now that Poopsie is off and out of the combat, that's little healing for them. They only have Baptiste now for healing, as well as just Baptiste as they're trying to frantically hold on to high ground. But I just don't think that, Winter Solstice can actually commit as they seem to lose the first fight.
Yeah, Winston jumping around back there trying to get away, but he's going to be taken out very quickly. You can see Baby D.Va hopping around as well. She's going to get taken out, so that's going to make this a 5v6 now. Make that a 5v5. Winston gets taken out, and the rest of Winter Solstice on point. They've got a good situation here.
So they get first tick. Bastion does all, barely able to skirt that little Sombra, that EMP right there. But gets left by Ana. As the blade comes in, Team No Sleep better stop and get off of sleeping right there, as Genji does in a lot of damage right now. Seems like they're going to be able to take this point with once it coming down. Doesn't seem like Winter Solstice is going to be able to do anything about this current loss. Or No Sleep.
Team No Sleep is going to lose that first point, and you can see both teams have had big problems up until this point trying to build ult charge. It was very lackluster for both of them. Team No Sleep just not being able to deal the damage because you saw that Winter Solstice was bunkering up, but now we've got 3 ults, and what a nice shot coming out from Bushybot there.
Bushybot taking out the Genji, so this is going to lead to a really weird thing. So basically, what Team Winter Solstice has to do right now is they have to wait. They can't go in without their Genji, so now the Genji's here. Now, and the Symmetra is in the back. She's waiting for the distraction to come in. She wants to get that Genji, but I think they already know. Okay, so here comes Winston gonna be hopping in. Watch for Bushybot. Let's see if he can get another snipe out, possibly with D.Va and Sombra both coming in through mid. You can see D.Va just once. He's looking for Bushybot, and as soon as he has thrusters, it's gonna be over. Dubs gets hacked off by Sombra. She has bomb, but not enough time. Pooksy falls down first as Lucid was a little bit slow to pop his bunker right over there, but I see this Winston in the backline right now, but little is happening as it seems like No Sleep finally gets a bomb of their own, only able to get Theory topic though, so not too much of a good play, but I think that's going to be enough for them to be able to hold.
What a good hold coming out from Team No Sleep. It could have gone either way at that point, but the few picks that Bushybot was able to get, plus that D.Va bomb, and the high noon coming out from the McCree, it was just a really good play, and they were able to hold that down, taking time away. So not looking too good for Winter.
Yeah, I'm sort of disappointed that the D.Va didn't hop on to Bushibot a little bit sooner, but don't think they're gonna have to deal with him for this round. So what happens is Visor does, Vision comes out, as well as EMP off on the big side. So all the tanks and supports are falling down. Lucy's gonna fall down. Capri Sun is going to fall down. Puzi's going to fall down. That's both supports. One of the DPS is gone. And now Dubs is in the vision of both Winston and Silver Star. So now you know that Pain's going to come out. Now Baby D was going to come out. There we go. First round one. Round two won by Winter Solstice. So I don't know what times you're at right now, but I think Winter Solstice might have capped a little bit sooner.
Winter Solstice did not. It's 3 minutes and 47 seconds for Team No Sleep. Winter Solstice is sitting at a comfortable 2 minutes and 52 seconds. So just about just a little bit over a minute difference.
Yeah, so looking at this, I'm erring on the side that No Sleep is playing a lot better. Their team is a little bit more put together, as well as like they can move in a little bit more movement, as well as those single picks that they get before the fight.
Their team chemistry definitely seems to be working a lot more. They're grouped up a lot. They're not taking a lot of damage, and they're not getting picked off as quickly as Winter Solstice has been getting picked off. But they've got good healers. They have a good support system on their side. It was able to keep them alive. We saw a lot of picks coming out from Bushy Bot that game. Definitely did very, very high amounts of damage. He got his ult up quickly. Now, Aspect coming in with that EMP at the end there too. To be honest, I didn't see the 3 members of Winter Solstice coming up. I thought that EMP was a bit of a waste until I saw that. That was a very good call on their part, and ultimately, that EMP ultimately won the round for Winter Solstice.
Yeah, I think Aspect is being not hard carrying, but he's definitely a vital key to the comp that Winter Solstice is running. So it seems like we're not gonna have a Bastion this time, but Bushibot is gonna be a really big threat right now. If I was Team Winter Solstice, I just have both my dive tanks go onto them. Frozen Lizard able to get Bushibot out, destroy that mid thing, but Coach is gonna tell Frozen Lizard to sit on the bench with that coaching right there. Aspect is going to be on the back line again, pulling off Lucid, who I think should have been playing Baptiste for this round, but, to each their own, as there's a little bit of a skirmish coming off on the left side of the point. Coach does get hacked, and that's sort of big right now, so he can no longer jump on people, and they need him to jump on Silver Star, to jump on Aspect, and to jump on everyone else, but it seems as if No Sleep is going to be coming up on top this round, unless Aspect can do something about it. I think he is, as he's coming in. Lucid is having a lot of trouble trying to stay on point, as well as Lizard, so this point is going to be Team Winter Solstice.
Maybe not. D.Va's coming in. The rest of the team not too far behind. Time is ticking down, but you're right. There it is right there. With Sprout ticking down, Dozens going to find Frozen Lizard. D-Bomb's going to come out. That's going to stop the rest of the team from pushing up, and there we have it. Not going to be able to catch it.
Yeah, a hard contest coming up here. I thought they were doing more contest, but the Nano, Winston, and EMP come off. So now you know this push is definitely done. They've done whatever they could, and it seems like never mind. The EMP wasn't that big, or well, they didn't get Bushibot, which is gonna be one of the main threats. And now he has Blade. So watch. Okay, there we go. So Dubs finally picks off Frozen Lizard, but Bushibot. I think this is gonna be a hell point.
What a
great contest. Yeah, barely able to grab that.
What a hell of a fight there. We saw a lot of ults come out. I think we saw 2 D.Va bombs come out from Dubs in that one team fight. We saw a dual primal rage come out and an EMP. Plus I think we saw a Dragon Blade from both Genji and Winston.
No, Bushibot still they both have their blades. I think that happened because they didn't get Lucid down in time, right? Lucid and Bushibot were on point for a little bit too long, but maybe they're gonna be able to. 30 seconds left on the clock. They need to prove themselves now or never. As they come in, we see Frozen Lizard starting to blade up, trying to find someone. He's swinging his barrel, looking for some pinatas to get that sweet build up, but we're not gonna be able to find anyone. As we do see drops to be coming from Silver Star, but the shields aren't gonna last as long as they think they are. This is gonna be coming in after that. Aspect and someone else are gonna get up. Coach is gonna be down for this fight, but that's not gonna be enough. As the No Sleep is gonna be pulling up on this thing, taking down Winter Solstice. They're gonna win this round, so they're gonna hold it here. But can they push hard enough to win this game?
Very good hold coming out from Winter Solstice, bringing down the time a lot and just barely getting over the halfway point for that second tick as well. And they've got more time to work with than Winter Solstice did. That was a very, very good hold coming out from Team No Sleep.
Definitely. Looking back at that, one thing I have to say is Aspect and Silverstar sort of made a mistake. Now, I know we did say it was huge when they EMP'd and Diva bombed, but you sort of have to Diva bomb a little bit earlier than you EMP.
Well, that Diva Bomb came out as well, just outside of the map, or excuse me, not the map, but the point itself, just off onto the right side if you're looking at it towards the attacker spawn. So it wasn't really in a position to where it could do a lot of damage to anybody. If you're on the point, you were pretty much safe from that Diva Bomb.
Yeah, but that's what the EMP comes in. So the EMP destroys all the shields. So the idea is you throw in the Diva Bomb, right? Everyone's gonna hide behind their shields, and when that happens, you just sort of come in there, you EMP them, so boom, all shields gone and destroyed. And that doesn't really work if you Diva Bomb and then immediately EMP, because they still have those 2 or 3 seconds where they can, get out of the way. But enough about last game. Let's get on to this. Another bunker sort of bunker-ish coming out from Team Winter Solstice. Do you think this is gonna work out for them this time?
I don't think it's going to. I think Team No Sleep is going to be able to push right through like they were able to last time. Team No Sleep was able to get right through underneath. There wasn't a lot of damage to be dealt from the side of Solstice. And ultimately, it's just trying to build up full charge at this point.
Yep. Rashida on the lower thing. Aspect trying to hops down, trying to get a few snipes out, but everyone seems to be stuck in the other room. They're gonna be going under. Ooh, what a great pull off from Timer to Time Buster over here as they go under. Now we see, the switch and position come in right now as, high ground and low ground sort of a test, and we all know that Frozen Lizard has the advantage right here. They have the high ground, which means they're going to be able to do a lot more consistent damage. They're going to be able to predict where the enemies are coming in. Now we have a high ground fight right here. Everyone's going for Frozen. Frozen Lizard is a target, and so the coach is going to be able to take him out with that nice charge and that nice hammer pull, along with Pixie coming in with that great Discord. I just don't think that Solstice is going to be able to hold in on time enough. As Orisa falls down and everyone else on the team falls down, this is going to be No Sleep's round.
Bringing it down to a 2v6 situation, absolutely. You can see as well, they learned from that very first round. They immediately went and took the high ground from Winter Solstice instead of trying to go directly to point. That was a great read on the in-game leader's part, and that was a great play from Team No Sleep to be able to bring it in and take the round and ultimately the match.
Look at how Bushibachi ults, swings his bat around, goes for the squishies, gets Red Hot, gets Frozen Lizard, who before then wasn't swinging around his bat effectively enough, and just completely bullying the enemy team.
That was a very, very good play overall from them.
So looking back on the game, is there any that, glaring issues that either teams had?
When it comes to any glaring issues that I was able to pick up from this short match, Winter Solstice definitely needs to think of a different system. They got read way too easily from Team No Sleep. Team No Sleep was able to figure out just exactly how they were going to rotate, and they countered that flawlessly. If I'm Winter Solstice, I need to be thinking of a different strategy, not this halfway, comp that we did before. But as for Team No Sleep themselves, I didn't really see a lot of issues from them. Honestly, they weren't spread apart too much. They didn't have a big issue of getting picked off too early. They won almost every team fight that they engaged in. It just was a very good and better composition than Winter Solstice had.
Definitely. And here we are on King's Row, one of the most iconic maps in Overwatch history.
Absolutely. I believe that you could say this is probably the OG map for Overwatch.
You know what I remember whenever I see this map? I remember when there was like not the open beta, but like the alpha version of Overwatch where Bastion had like his stupid little shield. And I remember watching like a professional or like a semi-pro tournament with like, closed alpha Bastion and Mercy, and I was sitting like thinking like, what the hell is this game?
You know, it wasn't until 2017 that I heard about Overwatch. And I first started playing it on the console and then moved to PC. And from there, you know, I've been able to see Overwatch grow and shrink. And I think Overwatch has come a long way since then.
Definitely. I think it's talking about coming a long way. It seems like we both have, you know, Winter Solstice coming a long way from Spawn. You don't want to die right now. So it seems like we both have Sombras off from both sides. Pooksy's gonna try to get a pick off, but depends on if he's gonna stay. Oh no, he's gonna switch off to Zenyatta, trying to get some sight off right here. As the first thing comes in, I'm sort of scared for how Dubs might play Sombra if he gets picked off early, if he doesn't hack the right person. He should be going for Reinhardt, so watch out for that as he comes in the back line. Yep, there it is, caught right off on Coach. Red Hot's gonna be able to finish off now what they need. Yep, so Time Muster is gonna fall down as well. He's gonna hack, but he's gonna fall down. Ooh, the healing's a little bit too good. Theory Topic is a little bit too good, but it seems like the hold is going to happen. That was a really good hack on the side of Aspect. We gets Coach out, and the Coach just fell immediately.
Well, unfortunately, you know, even then, unfortunately, they weren't able to capitalize off of anything too quickly. They only were able to get one pick, and the team fight's still happening, a lot going on.
Yep. So now we have a little bit of a match right here. They really need to get us a... Okay, never mind. There's no hack needed when Capri Sun is trying to slurps down your Reinhardt like it's a Capri Sun. Now we do have both supports as the rest of the team pushes up, trying to do some real damage. Now this is what you want to see in play. Aggressive play as Zarya is 100%. So she's doing a lot of damage right now. Lucio playing a little bit too aggressive as Frozen Lizards gets stunned. Red Hot's able to get off Bushy Bunny, so maybe not as they back up, but you know what? You know what they do have? Push point. That's why exactly why you play aggressive. We do see ults coming off from both sides, which is really, really weird. Red Hot falling so close. Time Muster gets nanoed. Hold on, way too many ults on both these sides. I don't think any of them should be ulting right now. But I'm not the one who's calling the shots. As both teams play extremely aggressive, seems like Team Nosy is going to be coming out on top.
That was just an unnecessary waste of ults from both teams. Both grabs came out. Now, to be fair, we did see Capri Sun's grab come out, and that was due to the count to try and counter the Earth Shatter that we saw come out with Time Monster. But from there, I didn't see a reason for Coach to have to use his ult. There was no reason for him to Earth Shatter. It really didn't play into him winning that.
Oh! The huge EMP comes out! Aspect completely destroys the enemy team! This Time Monster comes in there after to slaughter them like the blender he is. That humongous play. I didn't even expect to see Aspect up in there get a 5-man EMP.
That was a huge EMP. Definitely well timed, definitely well coordinated, and it's just going to put a lot more delay on Team No Sleep for them to be able to try to come in. They've got a lot of time still left, but that's a really big detriment.
I just saw the EMP come up. Capri Sun died. Bunny Bottom was down next. Like, hold on. Oh, but the other big EMP goes up from the side. But Silver Star doesn't get hit, so he is able to shield his team along with the shatter from Coach in time to do every possible can. But the EMP isn't as big as it was last time, unless this grab's gonna fix up the rest of the problem. As Team No Sleep tries to do whatever they can, getting whatever the kills they possibly can. Great EMP, great grab.
You definitely see that Team No Sleep took Winter Solstice's grab or excuse me, EMP, and they said, hey, you guys did really well, look what we can do. And they did it much better. That was a very clean sweep coming out from No Sleep.
60 seconds points, I only have 5 minutes, 4 minutes, 30 seconds to get to the end, but let's see if they can do it. I think Capri Sun is pretty much okay. The Rhine mind games are coming up here right now, as we do see Bunny and Coach doing complete shields. We do see hacks come up from Aztec tries to hack someone, but gets hacked himself, coming down really low, getting taken out by Dubs right there, but a huge anti-nade coming in from Theory Topic right now, but it's not gonna help anything, as straight up No Sleep grinding down the competition again, but no one's on cart. So I think what they need to do is they need what Booksy on cart, and then just push everyone off and play extremely aggressive, and that's what they're doing, and it's working extremely well.
Now for about 10 seconds there, they had nobody on cart, so cart just sat back there in major C9. That cart should be at the corner by now, already rounding the turn, but they get to
Aspect
play
is
with another
leaving come up right now. Huge plays. Dubs also has EMP, but it's not gonna matter as his team gets slaughtered one by one. Capri Sun, Coach, and now Dubs falling down to the Solstice, which is Winter.
What an absolute mirror by mirror play. And you can look at Bushy Bot playing back there. He's just chilling. No. No, he's not.
No.
Oh, no. Okay,
No.
never mind. No, he's well aware.
Absolute legend. He's gonna get out of time, though.
No, he's not gonna be able to. He's gonna fall, and that's going to be a huge stagger, losing your support like that, one of your support. Yeah.
But it seems like I think they're waiting for the EMP coming. And here comes the EMP from Dubs, getting everyone except Aspect. Just keep in mind that. The hat falls down. The Q shatter comes in. Frozen Lizard will fall down next. Oh, but he's saved by the Ana coming in. Nano comes in next. Nano and Frozen Lizard just to save her barely by Chin over Chin. Chin as Coach falls down. It seems like Team No Sleep is gonna be getting put to sleep tonight.
Another good hold coming out from Winter Solstice. A lot of counters coming out on each other. You can definitely see that. It almost looks like we're watching an exact mirror replication of each play that we're seeing from both teams.
Definitely, and they're basically mirror comps except for the Winston and Ryan. So, you're gonna see some mirror plays coming here, but Winston looking in to get a nice little drop in right now, trying to get some good things. Huge EMP coming up from Aspect. There's no reason to even like capitalize. Okay, now he just hacks up Dub, so everyone's hacked on Team No Sleep as God, Team Winter Solstice just comes in there like the blizzard they are and just completely destroys them. Now Pooksy is in the back. He does have ult. Seems like we are gonna see a few things come in right now to finish off the team. Although I don't think that grab was necessarily needed.
I agree. I don't necessarily think that was something that was useful. It is a bit of a waste in my opinion. However, it's not like they have a lot on Team No Sleep's side to try to counter that. They don't even have to grab even close yet. They use theirs in this fight as well. But we got 3 ultimates on the side for just now. And Time Monsters pulling out the front already, so that's going to leave no ultimates right now. And we've got 4 on the side, including a beat drop and a trance. And now look, 5 ultimates from No Sleep, and we're coming up on 4 ultimates
There we
here.
go.
But a
Really nice hack coming off from Team Winter Solstice, Team No Sleep this time. And now they're doing a lot. They only popped 1 ultimate, so Dubs is the only one who popped ult. And they have so many, so they have Bashy Bots, Pooksy, and Lucid, so they have all the healing ults. Seems like we do if you see Aspect in the back, just coming in, hoping to get a nice EMP off. Gets 2 players, Pooksy falls down, soon to Aspect, but Bushy Bot's gonna be holding in a lot longer. As we do see, so Pooksy doesn't have ult, but we do see a rally come in now. 4.1 meters away from the end point, but I just don't think they're gonna be able to push it right now. As Team Winter Solstice is putting them in their tracks. It's like the ice stage at Legend of Zelda. No one knows how to get through, but it seems like they're gonna use a little bit of a chi right now, pushing up grab, but it's not gonna matter at all. As Team Winter is gonna be holding up, like they're not getting up at all. Coach does have ult, mind you, but I don't think he's gonna get unhacked. But actually, he is. There we go. So seems like they are going to be able to push in with great plays. So looking back at that, how was Team No Sleep able to capitalize? How were they able to finally push through Winter Solstice's wall right there?
But you can see that the biggest, even with the Zenyatta being taken out, you saw that Pooks got eliminated immediately from Aspect, but it didn't matter. They had more ults to capitalize on it and use there. The beat drop came out. We saw that when the return came, we saw that Ana did nano the Winston, but it just was not enough. It was just, at that point, a tournament of who had the most ults. And because Team No Sleep had the most ults in that, they were able to capitalize more, do a lot more damage, while at the same time keeping their team alive a lot longer than we were able to see Winter Solstice do. It was very close, 4 seconds left down on the clock. So I gotta give props to Winter Solstice. I don't think it was necessarily any big error on their part. It was just a matter of, ult conservation.
Definitely. And you know what? Winter Team No Sleep definitely is not hibernating this one out for a huge fight. And looking at this now, I'm putting my money on the No Sleep is going to be able to pull through and just demolish Winter Solstice.
I think it's a possibility, but at the same time, I really don't think so. We saw that, you know, Horizon Lunar Colony wasn't the best showcase for Winter Solstice, but the round that we just watched was an absolute fantastic round for Winter Solstice. Even though they were unable to hold the first, you know, at all, they did very good. They had a lot of good delay. Their delay tactics were very, very good. If they're able to conserve their ults a little bit, I think they'll do just fine.
So now that they aren't running a Sombra anymore, but instead they have Aspect. Oh, they are running a Sombra, but Aspect this time is going to be on Widow with Red Hot, who normally plays Zarya, is going to be on Sombra this round. And this is definitely an iffy play. I mean, I don't know Aspect personally, and I don't know if his aim is absolutely perfect and on point, but they definitely seem to be going off for a lot of damage, and I think they just fed that Zarya hella charge right now. As we do see Dubs looking into the hack, I think he's waiting to see if he can get on Hammond. Definitely a really divey all they have right now. Hammond's gonna be coming in, smashing down the competition. Dubs is gonna get the hack off. No, not gonna be able to get a hack off onto Time Monster, but Time Monster is gonna be falling. No, really able to get off a Dubs, able to heal himself up. Does seem like they're gonna have a little bit of trouble as both Red Hot and Aspect, the main damage next to Frozen Lizard, are gonna be falling down.
For Hammond getting himself caught between a rock and a hard place in the corner there. A good team fight coming out, but ultimately it was Winter Solstice that fell to that team fight. In the end, they lost a lot of people early on there, having that, you know, having Aspect fall off on the Widow, and you can see he's switching to the Hanzo now. I don't know about the Pharah here, to be honest. I don't think it's the play.
Well, they don't really have any hit scans for the Pharah, but at the same time, the Pharah needs to be, I feel like needs to play a little bit more aggressive or stay back and help the back lines as Dub just straight up takes out Silver Star right there, but they are gonna rest Silver Star because in this comp no one dies, but I guess Red Hot's gonna die right now, so it seems like there seems to be a little bit of trouble. No Sleep is having a little bit of, Winter Solstice is having a little bit of a trouble pushing off right now as Time Monster is able to get a 1 kill on with the proximity mines on Bushy Bot, but that might not be enough. As Spectre takes out Poopsie, Lucy gonna be falling down next. It's like it's a game tug of war right now. Both teams are doing phenomenal in how they're coming out, but I think it's Capri Sun, watch out! Aspect there, and there now the big EMP comes out along with the dragons. This, if any point right now, is gonna be where Winter Solstice takes the point, but we do see a rally coming off from the Brigida, so it's now getting more and more iffy as the Gravity Legion comes in. But wait a minute, the Trans gonna come and stop it. All are coming out, and it seems that Winter Solstice has fallen. Wow, the tug of war thing, airing onside Winter Solstice, and then suddenly coming back to No Sleep.
Definitely looked like it was in favor for Winter Solstice to take that point, but they were unable to chew through Lucid's beat drop, unfortunately. And then pair that with Capri Sun's grabs coming out late there just was not a lot they could do there. And this is the last team fight that we're probably going to be able to see from both teams. There's not a lot of...
Huge! EMP coming out from Dubs, getting the entire team, and they all fall down. We are going to see one more team fight though, because they all died together. They're all going to respawn together. Dubs, stop it. It's too good.
That was an absolutely fantastic EMP, and yeah, I agree. They got time for one more team fight. Neither team has any real ultimates to work with here except for Trance, and I don't think that's going to be enough to make a difference. They only have a little bit of point left. Trance comes out. There's nothing left for them to do. Almost has ults, and there's more ults coming out.
So there comes Grab, and there falls Winter Solstice's chance of ever getting this point as the clock slowly ticks down. Aspect falls. And the second game will be going to Team No Sleep.
Team No Sleep. I think people are sleeping on Team No Sleep here. I don't think anybody was really anticipating what No Sleep was doing here. Just an absolute monstrous team and shooting through everything that Winter Solstice is throwing at them. Their coordination and their timing of ultimates has just been absolutely phenomenal, and I'm not gonna lie, it's been an absolute entertaining match so far.
Definitely, and no, I think that might have been last game, unless this is best of 5. Okay, so yeah, that was the last game. Team No Sleep bringing up their records to 4-2, and Team Winter Solstice falling down to 4-2 as well. So now they are both tied, but what a wonderful game coming off from Team Winter Solstice and No Sleep. Again, we saw a lot of the team play come out there, and I love the energy coming off from all the players.
Definitely, it was unfortunate that Winter Solstice wasn't able to capitalize on a lot that they set forward. They laid the groundwork so many times there for them to be able to win these team fights, but No Sleep was just way more coordinated, and they had way more in their back pocket that they were able to just chew through Winter Solstice like they were nothing but cheese.
Ooh, yeah, definitely. I definitely saw like Team No Sleep. Definitely, I feel had more control of what was happening in the game, and how to just properly run through the comps. Definitely a wonderful game. Kings Row, probably. I think Kings Row was. What was your favorite part about the Kings Row map? Because I think the whole Kings Row game was my favorite part about it.
I think my favorite part of the Kings Row game was when No Sleep was on attack and they were in the final stage inside of I don't necessarily, I can't remember what that area is called, but the factory part of it. The team fights between Solstice and No Sleep were just so constant, continuous, and Winter Solstice was just slamming them over and over again. But No Sleep was able to turn it around, and that's one of the reasons it's probably my favorite section of this entire map, is because even though it looked like it was in the hands of Winter Solstice, No Sleep just time and time again proved it wrong.
Okay. Well, anyway, thank you all for showing up. A great thank you to our producer and a great thank you to our producer Fen, and a great thank you to our color caster TDS.
Yeah, for those watching, this was my first ever Overwatch match that I've ever casted. I normally do Rainbow Six Siege. So,
Yes, and a wonderful game and casting it was. Anyway, if you do want to see another game for which is also tune in tomorrow at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where Winter Solstice will be going up against Boku no Agias. Agias, however you say it. Anyway, thank you for coming in, and make sure you tune in tomorrow at the same time. Have a good one.
you as well. Good night.
Alrighty, perfect.